Fans, is the clock ticking on Antonio Pierce as Raiders head coach? After a disappointing start to the 2024 season, speculation is swirling about a potential change at the helm of the team. Among the rumors, a coach with a winning track record is gaining traction, and his connection to a living football legend only adds to the buzz. Could a new leader be on the horizon for the Silver and Black? Stay with me as we dive into the drama and discuss the future of our beloved team. Let's talk about hope, frustration, and possibilities. After all, this season has been a real test for fans. With a 2-8 record, things look bleak, but there's still light at the end of the tunnel. The debate over the team's future isn't just about results. It's about vision, leadership, and a commitment to getting the Raiders back to the top. Let's break it down, step by step, starting with our current head coach's performance. And don't forget, Raider Nation, leave your comment, like, and subscribe to the channel for more analysis like this. The fans deserve to be heard, and together we can discuss the ups and downs of our team. Let's go. Antonio Pierce arrived as a ray of hope late last season, bringing energy to the team as interim head coach. What we saw was a rejuvenated group that bought into his idea of playing for the Shield that led many to believe he would be the right man to lead the Raiders in 2024. However, the reality this year told a different story. The current campaign, with only 2 wins in 10 games, is far from expectations. Injuries, inconsistencies in the attack, and questionable decisions at crucial moments have left the fans frustrated. Despite the support of the players, the lack of results is starting to weigh on them. And that is always dangerous for any coach in the NFL. Now, Pierce's future seems uncertain. The NFL is a cutthroat league where performance is the currency of exchange. Without a drastic turnaround in the next few weeks, his fate could be sealed. Is there still time for him to save his job? Hang in there, because in the next section we'll talk about a name that's been emerging behind the scenes. With Tom Brady now a co-owner of the Raiders, it's clear he's not just here to watch from the sidelines. The NFL's all-time great has lofty ambitions for the franchise and appears willing to make bold changes to ensure success. That mindset could be exactly what the Raiders need, but it also brings extra pressure for Antonio Pierce. Rumors suggest that Brady is already considering options for the team's leadership in 2025 should the team's results not improve. And let's be honest, when a guy like Tom Brady has a vision for the future, everyone pays attention. The former QB knows what it takes to build a winning culture, and there's no doubt he's thinking long-term. The question is, who does Brady have in mind to lead the Silver and Black? One name has already started to circulate strongly, and he brings a respectable track record. In the next topic, we will detail who is the coach that may be in our co-owners' plans. The hottest name on the Raiders sidelines is Mike Vrabel, the former Tennessee Titans head coach. With a solid resume that includes 3 consecutive playoff appearances, Vrabel is known for his defensive mindset and his ability to get the most out of his players. At a time when the Raiders are in desperate need of consistency, he seems like an interesting option. Reports indicate that Brady has great admiration for Vrabel, and it makes sense. The two share a bond from their time playing together on the New England Patriots. That personal connection could be a factor in bringing Vrabel to Las Vegas, but there's one obstacle. He's not exactly free on the market. The situation is further complicated by the fact that the Cleveland Browns are also eyeing him. If the Raiders are serious about securing Vrabel, they will have to act quickly and be aggressive. We'll discuss this potential trade in more detail in the next section. While Mike Vrabel is an ideal fit for the Raiders, he's not the only coach on the market who is in demand. The Cleveland Browns, who are also facing uncertainty at their head coaching staff, could look to keep Vrabel in their organization or even hire him to lead their team. That leaves the Raiders in a tough spot. Complicating matters further is the uncertainty surrounding Vrabel's interest in the Raiders. After all, taking over a rebuilding team with a struggling offense and a defense that needs tweaking is a huge challenge. Is he willing to take on the task? And, more importantly, will Brady and the Raiders front office be able to convince him? On the other hand, if Vrabel is not an option, the Raiders will need to explore alternatives. This increases the pressure to get the next head coach right. And as we will see in the next section, any coaching decision will directly impact the future of the franchise quarterback. Regardless of who is in charge, one thing is clear: the Raiders need a quarterback. The team's most important position continues to be a problem, with inconsistent performances and a lack of leadership on offense. This has a direct impact on the team's inability to close out games and rack up wins. This season has shown that no temporary solution is working. With a roster that lacks stability, it's clear that it's time to look for a franchise QB. And with the 2024 season all but lost, the 2025 draft presents a great opportunity to address this issue. And speaking of the draft, one name is catching everyone's attention: Shedeur Sanders. The young quarterback from the University of Colorado brings not only talent, but also an interesting connection with Tom Brady. Will he be the chosen one? We will explore more about this in the next topic. Simply put, Shedeur Sanders is one of the top prospects in the upcoming draft. Deion Sanders' son showed in Colorado that he has the skill, vision, and mindset to be a leader in the NFL. For a team like the Raiders, who are hungry for a franchise-changing quarterback, he seems like a perfect fit. What makes the idea even more interesting is Shedeur's connection to Tom Brady. The young QB has worked out with Brady on a few occasions, and that could be a factor in his selection. ESPN's Mel Kiper Jr. has already indicated that he would be a great option for Las Vegas if the Raiders can position him high in the draft. But like any young talent, Shedeur needs support. That means building a solid team around him, including an offensive line, receivers, and a coach who knows how to develop him. Do the Raiders have the structure to do that? We'll discuss it in more detail in the next section.